Today we're going to create an acrylic ornament artwork so that this acrylic ornament for the holidays can be created using a laser cutter. As you can see from this one, it is supported by this circuit here. So therefore we're going to limit it how wide it can be, 2.5 inches, and how tall it can be so it doesn't fall over 3 inches approximately. All right, so we're going to do our work today in a Gravit Designer. This is an online tool for making artwork like this. So I would like to find something on the web. Here's a nice looking snowman. So I do a right click, save image as, and I need to choose something that it can give me a JPEG image or a PNG image or something like that. So I'm going to save it then to my downloads directory and so forth. Okay, so then I come back in here. And you want your canvas, the place you're working, to be in inches. Mine is in inches already, but if it weren't, make sure you're in the canvas and this window will have appeared. And you simply click over here where it says units under document and choose inches as I have. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to import place image and find the image that you just saved. So mine is titled snowman color, and here it is. All right, so that looks perfect and it looks like that would be a beautiful thing to print, but laser cutters, in this case specifically, know what red is to etch or produce a white coloring on the plastic acrylic material or black to cut. And so we can't leave our images like this. And so what you can do though is you can come up here and modify this and click on path and vectorize that image. So now we have a vectorized image of this. We can bring it down here, and now we have something to work on. If you need to zoom in, which I won't just yet because I'm going to need more of this canvas, this space, you would see that this is approximately 2.5 inches wide and approximately 3 inches tall. But otherwise, I could make it smaller or larger by transforming it. And this is how you would do that. Uh, you are clicked on the object. When you are clicked on the object, you get this window over here. You click on transform, and then you type in here the width, what scale you want the width to be and the height to be from what it is now currently, and then you would click on apply. Okay, so this is wonderful. We have a vectorized object, but we need an object that's either red or black. Red for making white on the acrylic, black for cutting. And so I'm going to choose different parts of this and change them. So when I click on one little part, I can click on or choose what it is filled with, fills, and I click on here, this circle below there, and I'm going to click on red. And you'll notice that it's the second box from the left, and it changes that little part of the snowman to red. And I'm going to do that similarly to other parts. Click on the reds, because again, I want the laser cutter to know that I am to etch this part of the plastic for my design. So I'm going to do this for all the different parts of this. It has to be that specific red. It can't be maroon or anything like that. Maroon would not mean what red means to the laser cutter. Okay, so some things are going to be like his belly here or his body. We need an outline there as well to be red. So I'm going to click on the border. Um, the arrow has to be down, plus sign clicked, and then I'm going to click again on the circle and make the border red. And if that wasn't wide enough for me, then um, I could make that larger by choosing, let's do that again, by choosing how many pixels wide that is. So if we found, for instance, this didn't show up clearly enough, we could make this 3 pixels wide instead. Now we have a bigger text. And you might want to do that for the mouth and this as well, and so forth, and the eyes. Okay, so that's wonderful, but now we need to have a rectangle cut out. And so that needs to be in black. Rectangles are up here. So I'm going to come and grab a rectangle, and I'm going to draw it. I probably should make it a little bit bigger because I want to put some text in there as well. Okay, so you notice it has a fill. I don't want to fill, but I'm going to start with the border first. So again, I want to make sure the arrow is down on borders. I'm going to click on the plus sign over here, and then this needs to be a black border. So I'm going to click on that. And then this always has to be chosen when you're making modifications to it. I want it to be 1 pixel wide. That is, the line is 1 pixel wide. That's the smallest it can be. Okay, filling. I don't want a fill, so it doesn't matter what color you've clicked on, but what we're going to choose after we click on it again is that we're going to have 0% fill. And that will leave a line now that's a very thin line. And this will now tell the laser cutter to cut out that rectangular shape. I can add text, for instance, here. But again, unless I want this to be cut out, I need to make it in red. So I click on the color and then on the red. Now it's in red. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is export this. So you're going to export it as a SVG object, and then you're going to put it into Google Classroom. Thank you for listening.